All right, back here in studio, we got Fred Muth coming up here. Tampa Screens and Aluminum, contractor, expert, contributor on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Always a great time catching up with Fred, a.k.a. the Tin Man, Fred Muth. Quick shout out to our friends over at Discovery Golf Cars, longtime friends of the program. Discovery Golf Cars, they have the Star EV Cushman, new and used. I love our beautiful Keller Williams red golf cart. We're actually going door knocking on Friday with our golf cart. Group of realtors will go out into the community, into the neighborhoods, and knock some doors looking for listings and selling some of our listings, letting them know and promoting those listings out there through the use of our golf cart. So discoverygolfcars.com, discoverygolfcars.com. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, let's go to the phone lines here. We got Fred Muth, Tampa Screens and Aluminum. Fred Muth, welcome back to the show, my friend.
Hello, Brandon. Every time you call me the Tin Man, you know, it goes back to the days of Danny DeVito and Richard Dreyfuss in the original movie, The Tin Man.
Classic.
That was a classic movie, but they were all scammers, and that's not us. That's not us.
And I got to look that one up because I don't remember if I've seen that one or not. But that's an interesting, funny story. But yeah, man, Tampa Screens and Aluminum contractor out there putting on these beautiful additions to homes. Call it a patio, a screen room, a lanai. You got a pool cage. What are you seeing out there, Fred?
It's the in-between space. You forgot about that one.
Yes, sir. That in-between space.
The in-between space it is. I'm seeing a lot. It's coming back. Oh, boy, you know, things were soft for a little while there. It's coming back leaps and bounds. People are nervous about certain things, obviously in an election year, and people are nervous about the insurance cost and this and that and the other. And now I understand there's another issue going on, and you may know something about this. The previous flood disclosure that's going to be incorporated in a real estate deal. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Yeah. How long has that been out there?
The previous flood? Well, I mean, you're disclosing all known facts that materially affect the value of the property. That's if you've lived in the property. But if you're referring specifically into the flood issues of water has come into the home?
That's correct. Yeah, I just heard about this. I carry a license too, and I was never aware of it. In fact, I just did my continuing education, and there's nothing in there about it. That's why I was asking you what you knew about it.
Yeah. Well, you just have to disclose if waters has come into the home before, and then kind of give a little description on what it was about. What are you seeing?
Well, no, I just thought I'd bounce it off you. But as far as my clients and customers, such issues are somewhat irrelevant to most people. Even the insurance issue is becoming more irrelevant. I mean, the rates are high, and the rates are going to continue to rise. And obviously, insurance carriers are disowning policies. I mean, we talked about citizens and this and that and the other, but the people are still coming here and they're buying their homes. You know, they sell out in New York for 1.6 and they come down here for 450,000. They get 3 times the space. They got money left over. They call Tampa Screens and we do a nice screen enclosure for them. And I don't say that trying to be comical. That's the reality of it. And whether it's Tampa Screens or even our competitors, we're all extremely busy with these patios and screen enclosures. I just wish there was more qualified installation crews. We have some very good installation crews, but we never have enough, and that's the problem. There's other crews out there that are, they're new at it, and obviously they can create problems. But my hat goes off to them for attempting to do what they do. After a couple of years, they get the drift of it. But there needs to be more, and it's not because I sell the product, but I would tell you it's a specialty. It's a specialty type of installation. I've watched these things go up. I've never put them up. I don't have enough Band-Aids in the house for that. But I've watched them go up, and I watched the precision to make these things happen. And it's so much more precise than, say, framing or building a house. It's just amazing. They've got to be precise. When the cage goes up, built on site, if it's not level and perfectly plumb, man, you're going to see it. You're going to look down the side, and you're going to see it. And I have seen some out there, from I guess ham and egg type guys that are trying to learn whatever. And I don't mean any disrespect for them because that's how they start. But you look at a Tampa Screens enclosure after it's built, and you look down the sides, and everything is exactly even and plumb. And if it wasn't, I would have a problem. I couldn't look at it basically. But that's it's a good barometer to judge a very good qualified aluminum construction contractor. to look at their work and take a look, make sure that things are nice and plumb and smooth. We recently built the butterfly exhibit at Mosey, and that's on Fowler. You can ride by. It's right next to the big dinosaur. And people say, "Can I see your work?" And I'll say, "Just go over to Mosey and take a look at the butterfly exhibit." And they go over there, they look at it, they call me up, "Let's go, ready to go."
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to have projects that you can send them to. I mean, a homeowner, I can't disclose information about a homeowner to,
right.
I've got to get with the homeowner and get that approval or something else. So it becomes sort of a challenge to do that. And I do have jobs that I can show them, commercial stuff, and jobs that they can ride by and take a look at. And of course, I don't give out names or anything. But I've often brought people over to my house. My enclosure went up in 2010, and I brought them over here. And of course, there's travertine and a lot of other things over here. And sat them down on the back patio there, looked around. They get their checkbook out. I mean, it sells itself in some cases.
I love it. 30 seconds back to you, Fred. Anything new? Supply chain holding up on you?
So far, yeah. Let's talk positive. Positive supply chain. Permits are coming through faster. The permitting departments are lightening up a little bit. There's a lot of truth in what I'm saying. I hope I'm not jinxing myself. I'll probably have one turned down tomorrow because I said this, but that's the way it is. Tampa Screens and Aluminum, good company. I've worked with them for many, many years. Still family owned. You got Richard, Ricky, you got Diana in there. We got a guy named Johnny. He's the draftsman. Just a good crew to work with. Excellent people. 813-960-7064. Call.
Yep, nothing but positive feedback on my end. Reach out to the show, and we'll put you in touch with Fred Muth, Tampa Screens and Aluminum. Fred, thanks for spending some time with us here.
You got it, Brandon. I'll be talking to you soon about that other concern we had regarding the intro.
I love it. Thank you much, sir. All right. Thanks so much. Another great show. I want to thank Jenny Restrepo, attorney Patrick Smith. And please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.